Okay, so hi Robin,
Hi, Julia.
and hopefully Jen will be joining us soon.
I hope so.
All right, we are meeting today to talk about the lesson that we taught incorporating two web-based resources, and
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and start.
Okay.
Um, for this particular end of the year unit, I decided to go ahead and see what a flipped classroom would be like.
Okay.
And so I used the Camtasia that we learned,
Okay.
and I used my Mobi software that I have, and I created lessons for them to watch at night where they have the notes in front of them. They just have to fill them in.
Okay.
And at first, it started off really well. The kids liked it, but by yesterday, the last lesson, they were all like, "What video?" They only like three of them had the notes copied. So
Hmm.
the thing I would do differently with that is I need to put something in there that shows me that they watched it. Because what I've done is I've walked around and I've checked their notes, or
Hmm.
I gave them little quizzes, which is what's coming up in the next part of the technology.
Okay.
What I would do is I would add little things like I tried this. I had an app on my phone that will scream. So at the end of the very end of the lesson, I put my phone up to the microphone and made it scream to see if anybody would tell me the next day that they heard it scream. Because that
Okay.
way I would know that they actually watched it. So I'm thinking if I do this next year, I'm going to have things within the video that show that they watched it, like little, I don't know, just keywords or something that they have to tell me. Otherwise, I know that they didn't really watch it.
Hmm.
And also the whole idea of that putting that quiz on the end, like
Hmm.
you through TED Ed. So
Hmm.
I need to think of ways to see that they really did watch it, that they didn't just get the notes from someone who did. So that was at night, and then the next day I did this lesson. I used Socrative.com. Have you tried that yet?
I have not.
It looks like this. I want to see if I can do this screen sharing for a second here. Screen share. I want to show you. What is that one there? Oh, whoa, that's backwards. Okay, there. Um, nope, that's not the right screen share that I want to show. Let me end that. All right, what do you see now? Do you see just me again?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to. What I like about Socrative is that they don't have to get a an account or anything. They can just join the chat room that you're in, and they
Hmm.
share their answers with you. So, do you see my screen now?
I see it.
Do you see black and pink now?
I do.
Okay, this is the website that I set up for my class, and they
Okay.
just go on here, and they can click onto any of these, and they can watch the video that has to do with that lesson, and I assign them.
Oh.
But then the next day, I go onto Socrative.com. This is what the teacher screen looks like,
Hmm.
and you create a quiz, and then you can start it, and the students just enter their answers right into their phones. See this number right here? That might be
Hmm.
Jen.
Oh,
This
I can.
number,
Is that Jen?
it might be, I need to check. This number right here, if students type that in, then they join your chat room and they put their comments or their answers in.
Okay.
And the second thing I use, which I really like, is Padlets. Have you tried it yet? Michael's
I have.
Did you like it?
I do.
My biggest problem with it is just how anonymous it is, because this is one of my class's responses.
Hmm.
I said, did you like the flipped lesson, yay or nay? And for
Hmm.
second period, they were okay. But if you look at third period, actually go to fifth period. You look at fifth period, you can see they started like being too goofy. Like derp says bloop, and
Oh,
I'm going
that's
to ask
funny.
you a question, but I'll shave it for later, and herp derp. So my grade level didn't take it seriously because it was anonymous. They knew they could pretty much say whatever they wanted, and I would never know.
Okay.
So the next thing that I would have to change is fixing that so that I could make them take it more seriously.
Hmm.
I'm going to stop the screen share, and then I'll check to see if, oh no, that's Michelle talking, it's not Jen. So those are the things that I would change. Am I back on your screen yet? No.
No.
Am I back now?
Yes.
Okay. So I liked the soccer team a lot. It's still anonymous, but they have to type their name in, and they tend to take that one more seriously. I like how it puts their answers right into an Excel sheet so that I can just see everything listed out. That's nice and easy. And I liked Padlet a lot. Just the things that I would need to change are just the anonymity of it, making sure that they make appropriate comments. And the other problem is they can click on other people's things. I don't like that. I like people to be able, oh, I see him in the corner. What's his name again?
God, he just shows up in everything.
He's photobombing. He knows how to photobomb.
His name is Reed. Hey,
what's
do
his
me a
name?
favor, love bug. Go in your room and turn on your TV or go watch the iPad, okay? Thank you. Here. Take your milk, love bug. Thank you.
And the other thing I liked about Padlet is that it offers a QR code. So all the kids have to do is walk up and snap a picture or enter the QR, and then they go right to the correct page. But not many of my students have the QR reader, so that didn't work too great.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you did a pretty good job.
That's my story anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, what I did was I went to my son's preschool, and it's not really a school set up for technology, but what I had to do was bring in my own iPad and then have the teacher bring in her iPad for the kindergarten class.
Okay.
And what I did was I showed them how to use an app. So I did that by recording a screencast of how to use an app, and I showed that to the students.
Okay.
How to use an app. So it was pretty simple like that, and I also used Camtasia as well.
So you use two different recording things, Camtasia, and is Screencast a recording thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was really about it, Julia. Mine wasn't as in-depth as yours, but of course, you know, when you're teaching the kindergartners, it's on another level.
Did they like it?
They did like it. I mean, a lot of them already know how to use it. Because they have iPads at home. There was a lot of fun.
Cool. Awesome. So would you do it again?
Definitely. I mean, you know, I love kindergartners. So, yes.
I think I would use most of mine again, too. I just have to make it more purposeful to make sure that they're being honest about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could see you having that, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but
teenageriness.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, the older they get, the more a little condescending they get, and the harder it is to get maybe an honest answer from them. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, where's Jen?
I don't know. She hasn't written back yet.
Yeah.
So
what do you want to do?
Yeah. I'll keep checking in with her tonight. I know you have to put your son to bed, so if she gets a hold of me, I'll try to do a quick session with her. Let me go ahead and stop the broadcast so we won't be live anymore.
Okay.
Then we can just talk.